Austin sounds good. I'm good. Yep. I just got to tell them to get out of the way so we can start. Good afternoon and welcome to the Thomas M. Garrity Athletic Complex for today's non-conference baseball game between the Bears of St. Joseph's College, Brooklyn, and your Gothic Knights of New Jersey City University. Let's meet today's starting lineups. First for the visiting Bears, entering with a record of 7-10 on the season. Leading off and playing shortstop, a freshman from Belrose, New York, number 2, Thomas McKenna. Batting second and playing second base, a freshman from Levittown, New York, number 13, Chris Catrone. In center field, batting third, a senior from Staten Island, New York, number 25, Kevin Diaz. The cleanup hitter and right fielder, a sophomore from Staten Island, New York, number 33, Joe Mendez. Batting fifth and playing first base, a freshman from Broad Channel, New York, number 16, Stephen Ellis. Batting sixth and playing left field, a freshman from Bayside, New York, number 8, Vinny Rossi. Catching and batting seventh, a sophomore from Staten Island, New York, number 15, Mike Kundari. Batting eighth and playing third base, a freshman from Jackson Heights, New York, number 41, Rob Mangiri. Batting ninth, the designated hitter, a senior from Westwood, New Jersey, number 3, Joseph Baccia. And pitching today for the Bears, a sophomore from Staten Island, New York, number 22, Donnie Pagano. Head coach for the Bears is Scott Loesch, assisted by Jerry Sidman, Jack Hands, and Mike Condell. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Gothic Knights of New Jersey City University, entering today's game with a record of 5-5 in the season. Leading off and playing center field, a junior from Piscataway, New Jersey, number 28, Michael Patterson. Batting second and playing left field, a junior from Edison, New Jersey, number 1, Andrew Rivera. Batting third and playing shortstop, a sophomore from Bayonne, New Jersey, number 10, Michael Martucci. The cleanup hitter and first baseman, a freshman from Colonia, New Jersey, number 24, Alex Weinstein. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, a sophomore from Hoboken, New Jersey, number 11, Rob Roman. Batting sixth and playing second base, a junior from Carteret, New Jersey, number 15, Pete Senizin. Batting seventh and playing right field, a freshman from Colonia, New Jersey, number 32, Matt Wagner. Catching and batting eighth, a sophomore from Newark, New Jersey, number 41, Mike Cassiano. Batting ninth and playing third base, a junior from Jersey City, number 19, Brian Bastillo. And on the mound today for the Gothic Knights, a junior from Jersey City, number 16, Alvin Carrasco. Head coach for the Gothic Knights in his first season is Jerry Smith, assisted by Nick Cesar, Matt Deleno, and Raj Subramanian. Gothic Knight captains are Brian Bastillo, Nelson Malhado, Andrew Rivera, and Rob Roman. Your umpires for today's game, behind the plate, John Riley, and in the field, Milton Wadler. At this time, we ask you to please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Officially, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Thomas M. Garrity Athletic Complex in Jersey City, New Jersey, for today's broadcast of Gothic Night Baseball here on the Green and Gold Network. I'm Ira Thor, Sports Information Director at NJCU, and today the Gothic Knights look to bounce back from a heartbreaking 10-8 loss to 25th-ranked Newman on Tuesday, a game in which they trailed 8-0 and were being one-hit through 6 innings. In the 7th, scored 8 times to tie the game, and lost in the 9th when Newman scored twice to win 10-8. The Gothic Knights today take on the Bears of St. Joseph's College of Brooklyn. Coming in at 7-10, the Knights are 5-5, and NJCU trying to win their first game at home this year in 3 tries. Alvin Carrasco will get his second start of the year. He didn't have much luck in his first start. Got a no decision in a 12-2 win over Leslie when he was pulled in the second inning after walking 5 batters. Leading off St. Joseph's in the first inning, the shortstop, number 2, Thomas McKenna. McKenna will lead off. The defensive lineman today for the Gothic Knights as Alvin Carrasco throws the first pitch of the game to Mike Cassiano, and it's low and in the dirt. They called a strike. That was a delayed strike call there by the home plate umpire today, John Riley. Milton Wadler, the field umpire. That's chopped foul, and it's 0-2. Carrasco throws to Cassiano. Alex Weinstein at first. Pete Senison gets his first start of the season. First year he is a Gothic Knight. He's at second base. Michael Martucci at short. Brian Bastillo at third. With Andrew Rivera, Michael Patterson, and Matt Wagner left, center, and right. Ground ball over to Senison on the 0-2 count. He gathers, throws to first. 1 away. NJCU committed 4 errors in the first and second innings of the game on Tuesday, and that certainly contributed to the loss. The second baseman, number 13, Chris Catrone, has the first 5 runs of the game, 3 in the first, and 2 actually came in the third inning. All were unearned. And the first pitch is ball 1. Wendell Rodriguez was the original scheduled starter, but NJC will save him for this weekend, weather permitting. As St. Joseph's College of Maine, the defending GNAC champions, team that's in the NCAAs nearly every year, comes in from Maine. Of course, as that is that's a called strike. Very interesting game this will be here as John Riley takes his time calling balls and strikes. But there is forecasted rain for Saturday and Sunday with cooler temperatures as Carrasco blows that pitch by Catrone, and it's 2-2. And we'll have to wait and see how that weather forecast holds up. And obviously this is a field that has a grass field near a bay. It's difficult to play on in the rain. Another ground ball, and Senison is there. 2 batters, 2 plays for Senison in his first career start for the Gothic Knights, the junior college transfer. And with 2 away, that brings up the center fielder, number 25, Kevin Diaz. Diaz, the number 3 hitter, batting .282 on the season. The stats that we have today are through 16 games. The 17th game was not updated yet. That's in the dirt. St. Joe's played yesterday. They defeated CCNY 11-0. CCNY not a very good team, though. It was a day for St. Joe's to adjust their stats a little bit. Swing and a miss. 1-1. St. Joe's is batting .272 as a team, but its opponents through 16 games are batting .328, and the Bears have been outscored overall in the year 136-90, including all the games. St. Joe had a team ERA of 7.32 prior to yesterday's game against CCNY. Its opponent's ERA was 3.65. That's off the plate. And 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Carrasco with the strikeout to end the inning. The curveball tails off at the very last moment. Diaz goes down on strikes, and St. Joe's goes down in order in the top of the first. in the first inning for the Bears. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. NJCU coming up. So the Gothic Knights today will have virtually the same lineup as at the top of the order, with one notable change as Rivera moves up from the 6 to the 2 spot. Michael Patterson leads off and plays center field. Andrew Rivera will bat second, and batting second is a position he was in earlier in the year before dropping in the order. His bat has picked up, and he moved up in the lineup. He's also played remarkable defense in left field. Right now, the best defensive player NJCU has, infield or outfield. We'll talk more about his defense as we go along. Michael Martucci bats third and plays short with Alex Weinstein, the cleanup hitter. Rob Roman bats fifth. Pete Sen is in sixth. Matt Wagner, Mike Cassiano, Brian Basillo, the bottom of the order. Wagner batting seventh today. NJCU is 4-0 in the year when he bats eighth. Donnie Pagano is the starting pitcher, the right-hander. Throws to Mike Kandari. Stephen Ellis plays first. Chris Catrone at second. Thomas McKenna at short. And Rob Mongiori at third. Vinny Rossi is the left fielder. Kevin Diaz, the center fielder. And Joe Mendez, who is probably the best player on the team, manning right. Leading off for the Knights, the center fielder, number 28, Michael Patterson. Patterson on the year batting .351. And it's a called strike to Patterson. And that's a base hit up the middle. And Michael Patterson with his 14th hit of the year. And the Gothic Knights have the leadoff runner on. The left fielder, number 1, Andrew Rivera. Rivera's averaged up to .325 in the year now. .13 hits and 40 at-bats. Patterson at first base has got 4 steals on the year. He and Rivera tied for second on the team in total steals. Mike Martucci, the NJAC Rookie Hitter of the Week, as Patterson dives in. Martucci leads the club with 7 steals with just 1 throw out. Ryan Winters, who's the top hitter in average at a .444 rate, today off. No throw back. Patterson again in safely. Patterson's already been picked off base twice this year. NJCU as a team has been picked off 4 times. When you run aggressively, those things can happen. Throw to the plate, and that's off the plate. Ball 1. Rivera made a diving catch against Newman in the first inning. We actually had our photographer, Richard Formica, doing the game, and we have a great series of shots. As that's grounded down the first base line, off the air ball. Patterson rounds second. He goes to third. Rivera will get to second base, standing with a double. So Andrew Rivera with his 3rd double of the year. That's his 17th as a team for the Knights. They've had 18 extra base hits, no triples yet, 1 home run, and NJC has something going with the shortstop, number 10, Michael Martucci, coming to the plate. So double down the right field line. Patterson goes to third, and Martucci batting .395, second on the club right now. He has 7 RBIs, which is matched with Rivera and Weinstein for third in the club. Patterson has 8 RBIs in a leadoff spot. Rob Roman, who bats fifth today, has 9. So a 1-0 count here. And we're not sure what the field umpire, Milton Wadler, is yelling over to the bench about. So another break here. Pagano steps off. Martucci steps out. Runners at second, third, bottom of the first inning, live in Jersey City. That's low. Pagano is 1-3. This is his fifth start and sixth appearance. He's got a 9.13 ERA. In 23 innings, he's allowed 30 runs. They're all earned. Ground ball towards short. McKenna's there. He'll throw the first for the first out, but Patterson will slide in to give the Gotham Knights a 1-0 lead. Rivera over to third. That's an RBI ground out by Martucci, and NJCU has a 1-0 lead. The first baseman, number 24, Alex Weinstein. So Weinstein, batting .313, steps in with a chance to drive in another run, a sac fly or a ground ball. And he looks at ball one. Weinstein on the season, fifth on the club with a .313 average, 7 RBIs. He already has 3 sacrifice flies, and that leads the club. He's got half of their 6 sac flies. And he's already got 1 home run. He's missed 2 more, not by much. That's inside. Just misses a sleeve. And it's 2-0. We talked about how Pagano's had trouble. He's through 2 complete games, so he can go the distance, but 43 hits in 23 innings. He struck out 18 and walked 13. Popped. Foul. Giving chase here is the first baseman, Ellis, but it's going to be off the top of the dugout. The Bears are in the first base dugout, the Gotham Knights in the third base dugout. And you hear that plunk off the roof and carry him into the bullpen. So 2 balls and a strike. Gotham Knights softball team is playing on the other side of the complex, playing Baruch College. That definitely hit Weinstein that time as he tried to turn away from it, hit him right on the left tricep. And with 1 away and now runners on the corners, that will bring up the designated hitter, number 11, Rob Roman. Roman, whose bat is heating up after a slow start to the year, now hitting .313, 10 for 32 overall, and a team best 9 RBIs. Very young club, not a lot of power per se versus some of these other teams in the past, but the pitching this year for NJCU, even with injuries, has been very, very good. And that's a ground ball through the left side of the infield for a base hit for Roman. Scoring is Rivera. Weinstein stops at second. It's an RBI single for Rob Roman as he swings at the first pitch and puts the Gothic Knights in front, 2-0. Second baseman, number 15, Pete Senizin. Pete Senizin, his first start of the season as a field player. He's gotten started DH previously. Third start overall, 8th appearance out of 11 games. He's hitting .250. He does not have an RBI yet. 2 hits and 8 at-bats. Ground ball towards second base. Catrone flips to McKenna. The throw to first is in time for the inning-ending double play as Senizin swings at the first pitch and grounds into the double play. And for NJCU, just the 5th double play turned against them this season. So Weinstein is stranded on, and in the first inning, 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 2 innings, or second inning coming up here in Jersey City, Gothic Knights leading 2-0.